Lights, camera, action. Film is an incredibly influential part of our world today. We watch movies on our own TVs in our own living rooms. While we watch these films, we could think to ourselves, that probably isn't that hard to make. Just a couple actors, a camera, a story, and you have a film. While yes, these are crucial parts to making a film, there's a lot more that goes into it. As Kristen Thompson likes to say, there was no one moment when the cinema emerged. Rather, the technology of motion picture came about through an accumulation of contributions, primarily through the United States, Germany, England, and France. There are three main processes and steps to creating a film, and these three steps are used globally all around the world, even today. These three steps are pre-production, production, and post-production. Pre-production is the first step. This step involves coming together with all the different elements, and one of the most important and crucial elements is your story. In order to have a good story, you need a great script. And in order to have a great script, you need incredible characters. How do you get incredible characters in a great script? Well, you take and evaluate parts of your life. You think about things you've read, think about things you've seen, think about things that people have told you, and you create those experiences into a story. Now, once you take all these elements and put them into a story, then you're going to need everything else that goes along with that, including a director, a producer, crew, locations, permits, and also a budget. Once you get all these little ingredients to create this, then you can move on to the second step, production. Now, this is the most common step that people think of when they think of making a film, because this involves the crew and the actors when they're on set and literally rolling the camera. As David Bordwell says, although the term production refers to the entire process of making a film, Hollywood filmmakers also use it to refer to the shooting phase. So although production refers to the entire process, this is when you're boots on the ground, in the field, and although, since you've made so much preparation in the pre-production phase, you would think that this production phase might go a little smoother because you planned everything out to a T. This is what's supposed to happen, but it's not at all what always happens. This is because problems always arise, and so when you're on set, the biggest difficulty that you have to go through is problem solving. And so this is a great but also challenging part of the filmmaking process. The last step is post-production. This is when you get all of your footage and put them together into a rough cut. However, this is just the video files and the audio of the actors speaking. There's a lot of other elements you need in the post-production. One of the crucial elements that you need is sound. Have you ever tried watching an action movie or a sci-fi movie without the sound? It seems hollow. This is because we need those blaster rifles shooting at aliens, and we need the tire screeching of a chase scene. This gives the film life, and it helps us to get excited, and it adds that extra element that we need. The other part of sound that relates to all of this is music. This is when the film gets scored, and that really brings out the emotional part of our connection to the film, besides just the dialogue and the characters that are in it. After all of this is done, the last part of the post-production phase is distribution. This is a big part for when the budget comes in. This is when you put all your money into marketing the film and distributing it to places like Netflix or the theater or DVD, because you don't want just yourself to watch the film, but you want it to reach others. You want your message to spread across the world globally. All of these things are incredibly important to making a film. And so next time that you watch a film, I just hope you'll think about it a little more and you'll appreciate it a little bit more.